Hello, sister. Sorry I had to cut that short the last time. I had to make sure that my dear sweet baby is doing all right. I couldn't keep them waiting for too long. I hope you come to understand. It's, um, it's, it's all right. You may, continue your confession. Right, right. Now, where was I? Yes. So, of course, I was in their contacts on the phone and I saw the pretty close friends of theirs. And of course, one of them was the picture I saw. I'd rather not dive into that again. Anyway, so I started doing a little bit of what people would call FBI work, to search and search on who they are, where they live, and, basically their schedule of their days. But most importantly, where they live. So I found the two friends that my dear love is close to. And luckily for me, they live with each other, the two friends. So it was perfect. Kill two birds with one stone. I discovered where they live, but I basically wait until late at night to go to where they are because, people would sleep around the hour of 1 or maybe 3 in the morning, right? It's a decent time for half the people around, right? So, once I made it to where they live, I pick locked the door and I went inside. I quietly look around and I saw one of them sleeping in the room. It was perfect. So, I grabbed the pocket knife out of my pocket and I quietly tiptoed to where that friend is sleeping. Just sleeping quietly, peaceful on that bed. None care in the world. And so I made it pretty quick. A little bloody, but pretty quick by slit the throat. Of course, I didn't waste any time. After I slit the throat, I went on out the room to quietly look around to see where the other friend is located. But the ironic thing is that one last friend in that house ended up on finding me instead, so we began to fight. I have to say, it was one hell of a fight. This friend was not playing around when it comes to fighting, but it was starting to get on my nerves, so I ending it by forcing my knife into her head. It was a little bit hard because the friend was a little bit hard-headed. No, no, okay, I'll stop. But it was literally, her head was really hard. So, but I got it through. A little bit bloody, but I kept stabbing her head about, how many was it? 10 times? Yeah, 10 times plus 2 for good measures. So, two friends are down, dead, bloody. One to go. And it was that bastard who kissed my love in that photo. But I have to say, it was not hard on finding them. Not at all. They were just walking by themselves at night, you know. Typical good night for a typical kidnapping, I might say. Sadly, it was not metal, but I found a regular baseball bat just laying against the building wall. So, yeah, I think you know what happened next. But if you don't, I'll tell you. I grabbed the baseball bat and I quietly but fast as I can sneaked behind them and whacked them really hard on the noggin. Oof, they're going to be feeling that when they wake up, huh? So they collapsed on the ground. I grabbed their leg and dragged them all the way to a random ass person's house. I killed the people inside just to, make things safer for me. And I tied the bastard onto the chair. It took them several hours, I might say, to finally wake the hell up, but I was patient. So I began to torture them, you know, good old torture. And then I just got bored. I just got really bored on torturing them. I mean, don't get me wrong. Hearing them yell in pain and begging me to stop was pretty good. It felt so good, but it just gets boring after a while. So, what I did is I used my pocket knife and I killed them. I killed the bastard by stabbing them 5 times in the stomach, 10 times in the throat, and 15 times in the head. And then, I was just so lazy and tired from all this killing in one night, may I add. So I basically found, gasoline container thing in their house, and I used it to pour it all over the house, and I basically poured it all over their bodies. Gotta burn those evidence. So I lit the match and up in flames. I literally got out of there, but I kind of burned myself here and there, but that's not important. That's really not important. And that's basically it. I waited a few days for my love of my life to, you know, warm up to me, live with me, do everything for them. Of course, it's going to take them some time to, have them warm up to me, but hey, they got no choice. But they're with me for the long haul. So that's basically it. And just here I am confessing all these things to you, dear sister. And I have to say, it felt pretty fucking good. Anyway, my dear sister, I gotta go. I keep them waiting long enough, and I promise them that I bring them their favorite delicious meal to them. Anyway, I hope, I really, really hope that you, my dear sister, have a really, really good day. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Bye. Oh, heavens. I need a drink after hearing all that.